everybody, to mortgagesbymikediaz.com. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. And got a special guest here today. We have Trey Dean.
Hey.
Yeah, so Trey's with Keller Williams of the Woodlands?
That's correct, Keller Williams in the Woodlands.
There you go. So Trey's actually a real estate agent that I've known for quite a while. And man, I just want to thank you so much for coming out here today, man.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So Trey, man, what got you into real estate?
Well, kind of a long story, but I'll try to shorten it a little bit. All right, so originally I came out here to go to school here in the Houston area.
Okay.
Went back home to home state Alabama.
There you go.
And because my mother got sick, met my wife when I was in school there. Came back to Houston, but while I was there, I had started an aquarium design business.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, and at the exact same time, I started that in high school, but I kind of restarted after I got married. And at the exact same time, I was also working with my father, who was also a general contractor.
Okay.
He did a lot of brick and masonry work, so I worked with him for about 3 years.
Awesome.
After that, I gave my wife the idea. That's like, hey, why don't we move to Houston? So I brought my aquarium business here, and it was one of those things I was able to kind of meet with a lot of different athletes, basketball players, things of that
Okay.
nature. And the first economic downturn happened.
Mm-hmm.
And from that time, I said, you know what, I kind of sold the business and went into like, hey, why don't we try something different? I kind of married the aquarium design business because I had some clientele that I was dealing with then with construction. I've always had a job, or either a job or some type of work dealing in sales.
Okay.
So I said, hey, let's give it a shot at real estate during the economic downturn. So,
Yeah. While people were running out, Trey was running in.
Yeah, so people thought I was crazy for doing it, but
Yeah.
I went ahead and got my license and got into real estate, and I've been in ever since 2009, 2010 time.
Well, hey, welcome to Houston. You know, Houston's always going to invite new people in, especially with the market going on. You're seeing a lot of people coming to this area because
Right.
it's a diverse community. I love Houston. Houston does some awesome stuff, especially here in the Woodlands, born and raised myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we welcome you to the Woodlands as well. And
Thank you.
what cool thing is, Trey and I, we went to go eat. We were just sitting literally right outside of Houston. We could see the skyline of the city of Houston. It was a beautiful place. And we were just talking, right, how we could help each other out. How can we help each other in business? And then everything I pointed at, Trey knew who built that, like where we're at, what location, what is what. So how did you gain so much, which I was impressed, how did you gain so much knowledge about the city of Houston?
Right. Well, that would be in a real estate. It's one thing outside of real estate. I don't like getting lost.
Nobody does.
I don't like being lost. But the second thing is with being with a realtor, I've always had clients that kind of, hey, I'm looking at a house here, I'm looking at a house there, but in these certain areas, but it was always my job and my duty to kind of study the areas, learn the areas, figure out what neighborhoods are adjacent. And sometimes I would just literally just look and ask people in the neighborhood or just Google and just start studying the history about certain neighborhoods. So I became very, very, had to gain my knowledge in those areas with certain neighborhoods.
Dude, I love that. So if you're looking for a home in Houston, he knows the different neighborhoods. I mean, the street. I mean, it was awesome. It's like, oh, adjacent to this is this. So I was like, just blown away. Born and raised here, didn't know half the stuff downtown Houston. I usually didn't leave past 1960, right? Growing up in my bubble, but I love the amount of knowledge you have, and that just going to translate to your clients.
Yes.
And I know they're going to appreciate that too.
Yeah.
So, well, Trey and I just did a closing Thursday.
Yeah, you sure did.
This past Thursday, so we did our first closing together. I was honored that he picked me to be his loan officer and helping him out, help out his clients as well. So Trey, tell us a little bit. Well, I guess, how did I do?
Yeah. First of all, he's the man. And
Thank you.
But you know, the main thing is that he did a bang out job for my clients. You know, he was able to roll up his sleeves, get in there, get a little dirty, be able to get this transaction done. It did take a little bit of work to be able to get the clients from A to B, but we were able to get it done.
Good.
I mean, my clients had, but what I just understood what they were telling me is that they sold their house a couple of years ago, couldn't find a place to live. They were living in a 300 square foot RV for this time, waiting for the right house, waiting for the right opportunity. The opportunity presented itself. Okay, We found the property.
You found them a gorgeous property, not just a property, 5 acres with a beautiful home, remodeled kitchen.
Yes.
Everything on the checkbox for her. So
Yeah.
good job, man.
Yeah. And
Sorry to interrupt.
but the most beautiful thing is that at the end, this is a house that they're looking at for their long-term home. Almost a week before we closed, she had her second granddaughter. She was excited about that. When I was able to get them the keys, because it's been such a long time coming, she literally got inside of her truck and she started screaming with her husband just in joy. And that's why I do this.
Dude, you just gave me chills.
Yeah, just to change people's lives. Sometimes we get in situations, some things are just a slam dunk. And other times we have situations where it's going to take a little bit of work. And you got, as much as you want your clients to believe in you, we also want them to know that we believe in them. We said if we stay connected, we can make it work. And this was a deal that took everybody to be able to work together, and we were able to get to the finish line. So we got another happy homeowner.
Dude, that's exciting. That's what we want, right? So we want clients to be excited, because it's not a me or he. It's going to be a we thing, right? So we all work together. We all communicated together. We all understood everybody's goals in the situation, and we hit a home run, right? Like you said, it took a little work on different stuff, but hey, we were able to do it. We got it knocked out. Trey had another happy client as usual.
Yeah.
I had a first time happy closing with Trey as well. So hopefully more to come, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they put him on the spot, right?
Yeah.
No, but hey, Trey, how can people get a hold of you, bud?
You can reach me at actually my personal cell is 832-253-7422, or you can reach me at Trey at the UnicoGroup.com, or if you're more social media, you can reach me at Unico Group on Instagram.
You heard it on Instagram. Follow Trey. If you haven't followed him on Instagram, reach out to this guy. He's got great knowledge, or just somebody to talk to. We can do that. So thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we're excited here in Houston. Make it a good day.